days of yore of deed both brave and daring, I'll sing of courage whereof told wherever men are faring. Let freedom bells ring out through the land. Let them ring and sing a farewell, for this is the tale of a Robin of Locksley and the mystical legend of the White Arrow.
These days were dark and without hope, as by now you know the story. For the sheriff's men roamed out Nottingham, taking taxes for John's glory. And when opposed, they dispatched the knave in ways both cruel and gory. Let freedom bells ring out through the land. Let them ring and sing a farewell, for this is the tale of Robin of Locksley and the mystical legend of the White Arrow.
Who then would stand and lead the way? Who then would light the shadow? Who would stop the rage and lead us all from forest into meadow?
To Sherwood he came with his bow drawn true, and courage none denies.
His life he gave to show the way, as the legend doth advise.
Though man despairs, he must look to himself for the answer there abides. Let freedom bells ring out through the land. Let them ring and sing a farewell, for this is the tale of Robin of Locksley and the mystical legend of the White Arrow. Yes, this is the tale of Robin of Locksley and the mystical legend of the White
Alan, if you must sing of Sherwood, don't sing of Robin or the Sheriff of Nottingham.
No, Valadier, sing of us. Immortalize us in your words.
We're the scourge of the force, the fire in the day.
The spice in the sheriff's pudding. We are the merry men of Sherwood. We rob the rich and help the poor. We are the merry men of Sherwood. We will even up the score. We are the merry men of Sherwood. Strong with arm, with bow held high. We are the merry men of Sherwood. Pledge of freedom by and by.
I am the friar, and tough I'm called by name. I tend this motley flock, though that's no claim to fame. If you think this friar's ready for the frying pan, I'll show you how to fight for our land. For Richard in England, my king, my home. For Richard in England, my king and my home.
Wait, good friar, your words have rung. Wait, good friar, you're not the only one. Yes, wait, good friar, I hold my country high, like you to serve the crown. Came I for Richard in England, our king, my home. For Richard in England, our king and our home. We are the merry men of Sherwood, we are the rich and help the poor. We are the merry men of Sherwood, we will even up the score. We are the merry men of Sherwood, strong, warm, with will held high. We are the merry men of Sherwood, blessed of freedom by and by. I am the friar and Sherwood is my name. I stand this lovely portrait as the way to name. Let's fight for the way we love it, let's freedom bells. For Richard, our king and England, our home. change rattling around the edge of Sherwood. We've kept it all for, safekeeping.
Coin would I lighten ye up, stout yeoman, for already I have accomplished my purpose here. Oh, Sir Robin!
It's Robin! From beggar to master bowman all in one move! What a great joke!
I think not. The joke may have been less funny had I been a spy from the royal guard. Now listen to me and listen well. This is not a camp for your sport. No fun and games for amusement. The sooner you'll learn that, the longer you'll stay alive. We're here to show Prince John that the people won't hold for his policies. We must redistribute the taxes as quickly as he collects them and bide our time until the return of Richard, but always with a watchful eye. Tom, post the lookouts. Now how about some ale? I've got a mighty thirst to quench. I gave up my lands and title, pledged my bow and sword to you. You left home to join this cause, each his own dream to pursue. Richard's gone across the channel, last crusade we hope 'twill be, leaving John a poorly choice to guard the flame of liberty. So lift your mug and give a cheer and toast our lion king. Our lives to him we dedicate, as in this song we sing. So lift your mug and give a cheer and pray for his return to this beloved isle, our home. For Richard in England, my king, my home. For Richard in England, our king and my home. We are the merry men of Sherwood, we are the rich and wholesome poor. We are the merry men of Sherwood, we will even up the score. We are the merry men of Sherwood, strong of arm with bow power. We are the merry men of Sherwood, pledge to freedom by and by. So lift your mug and fire and toast our high king. Our lives to him we dedicate, as we say, let's fight to live in name and love and bring us freedom now. For Richard our king and England our home. Enough! We still have much work to do. Come, Will and Tuck. We're away to recruit men who fight better than they down their ale. Aye! We should risk a trip to town. I know a blacksmith there who'll join us in just a minute.
Ah, well, Tuck, I would like to meet him.
Hold on. Somebody's coming. Well. What have we here? A lad and a bag. Surely he's come to make a donation.
Ah, I think I've seen this fellow Saxon round the edge of Sherwood.
Now that you mention it, I think I've seen him myself. Has he not a mill over beyond Nottingham town, near Salisbury Road? Ah, right you are. This is the man. Hold, friend.
And who bid me stay?
I do. And you best mind my bidding.
And who are you, friend?
We are but 3 God-fearing men who would offer to help you by carrying a part of that heavy load.
I thank you, but my bag is none that heavy that I cannot carry it myself.
Oh no, you are mistaken. I mean that you might have some heavy coin about your person.
And gold is far too heavy a burden for a 2-legged ass to carry. Well, gentlemen, your luck has played out. You see, I have nothing about me. Please, let me depart in peace. Moreover, let me say that you were on Robin Hood's ground, and should he find you stealing from an honest craftsman,
he will clip your ears from your heads and nail them to the walls of Nottingham.
Well, in truth, I fear Robin Hood no more than I fear myself. Certain will. Let's
See, I told you I have nothing.
Perhaps this lad is being clever with us. I wonder what lies at the bottom of this fat sack of meal.
No, please do not spoil my meal. It would not better you, and the loss of it would ruin me. Spare it, and I will fetch the gold from the bottom of the bag.
Aha! I knew I smelled gold beneath that flour. Bring it out, Miller.
Filthy bandits always take what they can't get themselves. Here it is.
Stop!
Robin Hood! Liar! Robin never robbed an honest tradesman. Take my money, will you? And you, take this. And you, friar, I have not forgotten about you. Your cloth does not excuse your rudeness.
Robin, do something! This lad has no respect for elders.
He calls you Robin. Does he speak true?
You heard him right. Would you murder me?
Robin, no, sir. I've been searching days to find you. My dream is to join your merry band and fight for England. And that was supposed to be my offering for you.
Some offering. I don't think I can stand too much more of your generosity. What is your name, gift giver?
Sir, Midge, the miller's son.
Well, in truth, you are the mightiest Midge that I've ever seen. So what do you say, mighty Midge? Would you leave your dusty mill and join my band?
Yes, and gladly if my blows are forgiven.
Well, no harm done.
Welcome indeed. When we next strike, it will be for Richard and for justice.
We're off, lads! Oh, one more thing, Midge! Is there really gold at the bottom of that sack?
Well, I'm sure there is. I put it in there.
Oh, what?
What a doofus!
Oh, where are the trees? Where are the trees? This way, this way!
Oh, that does it. Around the last bend you said, then we'll rest. Well, that was at least an hour ago, and my feet are killing me.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry, Sophie. It's just that I'm always hoping to see him around the next tree.
Yes, and as sure as there's another tree, he'll be there. Patience. It's too bad you youngsters were only blessed with youthful good looks. It takes years to acquire wisdom, patience, understanding.
Enough! Your message is clear. I see the miles have not dulled your wit.
Oh, wit, charm, eloquence.
How long has it been, Sophie?
How long has what been, dear?
How long have we been searching for Robin?
Okay, well, let's see. If you mean how long in toto, then I would have to say 10 years and a bit more. Well, if you mean this time around, then I'll say this is our third day, but it feels like 30, and I'm going to bed. Wake me if you see a bandit or a bear, and only wake me if he's tall and handsome.
Which? The bandit or the bear? Sleep well, my friend. I'll stand the watch. No harm shall come to you while I'm at my post. What was that? Hello? Oh, Robin. Alone in the night, while starlight shines bright on high, I sit by myself, dreaming of you. Dreaming you're with me. I'm just dreaming you're here again. Alone in the dreams start to come true. Dreaming you're with me. I'm just dreaming you're here again and near me. I need you beside me. Stay here,
I do wish Robin would hurry with that water. I'm so dry I'm spitting dust.
Me too.
You're lucky you're not fetching the water. Robin felt sorry for you because you're carrying the flour, but typically the junior member of the scouting party always fetches the water.
Well, then what about you two?
Oh, I can't. I'm a man of the cloth.
Ah, me too.
We've walked and walked in search of recruits.
We've searched and searched, rejecting some buttes.
We've walked and searched for hour on hour, finding none but this lad with the flower.
Oh, I'm the miller.
I'm the fire.
Like Scarlet,
We're a force to be reckoned with, brave and forthright. Returning their taxes is our gift to all those who cannot stand and fight.
History proclaims in great word, it reveres of men who are daring and bold. They will speak of the three of us, Mitch, Tuck, and Will, in phrases respectfully told. Although it is thought that the man of the cloth should be peaceful and meek as a lamb, I got up my sleeve an arsenal of tricks to play on the Sheriff of Nottingham.
Oh, I'm the miller.
I'm the fire.
I'm Scarlet.
Although we're a force to be reckoned with, brave and forthright. Returning their taxes is our gift to all those who cannot stand and fight.
Hey, now Mitch, you may think 'cause my coat is of red and my tights are so bright that they stun, that these garments may not be the clothes for a man or the first choice for anyone's son. But do not be fooled by the way that I look or the hues of my scarlet exterior. I once sent a sheriff's guard high in a tree, put my foot in his ample posterior. Oh, I'm the miller. I'm Scarlet.
Although we're a force to be reckoned with, brave and forthright. Returning their taxes is our gift to all those who cannot stand and fight. Dear Friar and Will, I am highly impressed by the exploits you shyly repeat. It's easy to see why you're famed Fred so far. You tell everyone that you meet. Oh well, I have heard of your deeds and your courage, their legend from Dover to Neuchâtel. I can only hope that I'll measure up to the Friar in the Scarlet Pimpernel. Oh, I'm the miller. I'm Scarlet. We may not be the best ones, we're all Robin's got. So rather than laugh and jest, why don't you join us in our lot? We're Mitch, Todd, and Will. Not be the best, but we're all Robin's got. So rather than laugh and jest, why don't you join us in our lot? We're Mitch, Todd,
dirty can one floor be? I know. Maybe if I do an exceptional job, I'll be considered for one of Eleanor's handmaidens. After all, I am very elegant. And I am graceful. And I am beautiful.
Is that floor done yet?
Almost now.
We'll see to it, you silly girl. He'll return shortly and I'll not have him find you mooning about.
Yes, ma'am. Is that any way to talk to a handmaiden? Dusting and cleaning, mopping and sweeping. My, what a boring lot.
What's this?
Oh, excuse me, sir. I'm so sorry.
Oh! Enter. You are late, Sir Sheriff.
My apologies, sir. But as I arrived just now, as did a messenger, he indicates that this is most urgent and for your eyes alone.
News from Vienna. Interesting news, my dear Sheriff. It appears that Leopold of Austria has seized Richard on return from his latest crusade. Our king is being held prisoner, so it seems.
Interesting news indeed.
I think it is most considerate of Leopold to detain Richard like this.
Yes. Perhaps we should send a message of congratulations to Leopold on his bold move.
We could not have arranged it better. This is my opportunity to establish the crown squarely on my head and to re-educate the Saxons.
Wonder how the Saxons will take the news. They've been worried about Richard.
The Saxons will be more than worried once I get through squeezing the fat out of their ungrateful hides. We must drink to this. Golden days are ahead, my friend. I'll assign you new tax districts in the morning. Whoever would have thought my dear brother would have been so kind as to get himself captured and leave all England to my tender care. I hear a loon cry out on the lake. I wonder why he cries. His heart must ache. Perhaps he fears that he is dying. A loon is crying. I hear a door close. I feel the gloom when shadows and the cold invade my room. The smell of death, a sense of dying. A loon is crying. Now is darkness blinds my light. I feel this torment racing through my mind, leaving nothing more than loneliness behind. I hear a voice sing within my head. I know the lad inside has been misled. He sings of me, but he is lying. A loon is crying. To you, Richard, my older brother. You've always received everything. But now, it's my turn. Now is darkness blinds my light. I feel this torment racing through my mind, leaving nothing more than loneliness behind. I only know I hear a loon cry out on the lake, I also hear a boy sing for my sake. But I don't care, for he is lying. Halloon is crying.
Now stand back and let the better man cross first.
Then stand back thine own self, for the better man am I.
We shall presently see.
Mistake number one.
We will fight until one or the other of us tumbles into the stream. Agreed?
Agreed. You are a plucky lad, though not too bright.
Yeah.
Mistake number two. And where are you now, good lad? Floating out with the tide? Here, give me your hand, for surely the better man has won this day. Mistake number three. And it was mine! Well, my friend, you are a brave and sturdy soul, though not too handy with a cudgel.
Indeed. I think next time my wisdom will temper my valor, and I'll choose wider bridges or weaker opponents. Where did you learn to fight like that?
These are difficult times, lad. I survived the weight of Norman oppression by the skill of my own hand. And enough said about that.
You would dare to stand up to our illustrious sheriff when he calls for your taxes?
The only thing he'll get from John Little is the end of a staff. And that'll tax him plenty.
Oh, rest easy, John Little. That's the sound of friendship.
Whoa, master! How is this? Wet from head to foot into the very skin. You're supposed to disrobe before bathing.
Yes, but in this case, yon stout fellow tumbled me neck and crop into the stream, and gave me a drubbing besides.
Then he earned a drubbing himself. Have at him, lads!
Hold that famous temper, Will. This large package contains a heart that beats as ours. It would not do to soak again, for I'm sure that it would not shrink. Besides, I think you'd need a little more help. Now, Master Bridgecrosser, if your heart does lie unshrinking at the sight of tax collectors, then perhaps you have the courage to speak up for England, the way she was before Richard's departure. How say you?
That depends on how you recall.
Let's drop this big trout back into the water, Robin. He's far too fresh a catch. Perhaps some soaking will improve his manners.
Aye, Sir Robin.
Well, now you know how I am called. How say you?
Well, if you are Robin of Locksley, then my journey is at an end and my future has just begun. For I've come down from Nottingham to seek out you and your band.
And well you have, John Little. So what is it to be? Will you stay and wear the Lincoln green? I promise you plenty of opportunity to raise your staff for Richard and England.
My staff is hungry for our opportunity. Lead on, Robin.
You know, I like not your name, and fain would I have it otherwise. Little you're not. And so little you shall be called, Little John, and I will be your godfather.
So be it. Little John you will be called henceforth, and Little John it shall be. Come, lads, we will prepare a christening feast for this fair infant, and we'll dash him with yards of ale. For I have seen enough water this day. Gather round, everyone, and see what we found wandering through our forest. Meet Midge, the miller's son, with his sack of flour an offering. And little John Little. Don't try to cross a bridge when he wants to, or soon you'll be as wet as I.
And after we've supped, I have a duty to perform. A proper christening for this infant.
When a man can get the feeling of accomplishment, when his eyes can see the progress he has made, when he's done what he set out to do and all his dreams are close in view, then he can rest fulfilled at end of day. But if he should find that life is filled with obstacles, and that all his hopes and dreams may not come true, when he works all day with all his might, but still his goals are out of sight, then he must feel exactly as I do. Oh, I need my love shining bright, who will warm the darkness of night. For with her by my side, I'll be strong, I cry, and I'll love her until the day I die. So I'll keep my dreams and push them forward every day, till I found that love I lost to be my wife. When I've got that someone by my side and all my goals are satisfied, then I found the meaning of life.
Robin! I have news from Nottingham that interests you greatly.
Speak on, friend. Bring some food and drink for our well-loved scout.
No time, Robin. We must act at once. Today I heard that none other than the sheriff himself will journey to Brighton to meet with local collectors. But what's more important is he will be traveling by the old Brighton Road. He's in a hurry to settle the matter and will be taking the old road to cut through our territory.
Oh, well, either he's none too bright or thoughts of gold have dulled his senses. I suspect the former. No, the latter. No, the former.
Now, listen well. Will, prepare the bows. Tuck, get out your favorite disguise. We'll pull that old wounded citizen ruse. Tom, well done, young lad. You serve your country well. Rest up, and as you do, guard the camp.
Give him a whack for me, Robin.
I will consult the gypsy woman. Go with care.
My thanks, Madrina. But there's no need to worry. It will take more than the sheriff's guard to stop the people from expressing their will. I hope an example set this evening will serve to show all men that there is hope. Somehow we must point the way. Somehow.
Robin, are you having second thoughts? We knew this wouldn't be easy, remember? We thought we could merely accomplish our goals in months. Evidently, life isn't that easy.
Evidently not. No. No second thoughts. You're right. Come. Time is wasted.
Haha, right! We have an appointment with the sheriff. It would be rude to keep him waiting.
You want me to read the cards for him?
Yes,
Are you prepared for what they might say?
I think so.
We shall see. It is life. He lives to help others. Means love. I see that love will come to him soon. Began to grow many years ago. Happiness. His deeds are known in all parts. He is spoken of in hushed tones over smoldering. Only, he yearns not for this. He cares only for a united split and his lost love. For him, happiness is as elusive as his dream.
Almost ready. Off you go, Tuck, and make this the performance of your life. For well it may be.
Oh, don't worry about my performance, Robin. Just keep those arrows straight and true. And remember, I'm the cute one with dimples.
We could hardly miss such a lovely target.
Robin, they're here, a small party. Everyone ready? Take your lead from me. Not a feather should we see before them. Go. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, what's this?
Careful! It might be the case of the plague. The 3 more in Doncaster last week. My cousin was there. He says that the doctors think that the Black Death may be caused by fleas that are on rats.
Huh. I heard the very same theory. They can't prove it, of course. But I think...
It's not the plague!
What?
What's not?
The plague!
Oh!
It's not the plague! I was attacked by Robin Hood and that fearsome friar Tugford and 50 other bandits. I was on my way to Brighton to inquire the health of my cousin who lives there in Brighton when a 50 cutthroats jumped me. My corn and my pride were stripped from me, but not until I gave them what for. Excuse me. I've not been too well lately. Please.
Tie up the horses and bring the cart into this clearing.
Would you like me to unload them, sire?
No. I want to be out of these woods by nightfall. Well, another visitor. You know, this cutoff is beginning to resemble London town on feast day.
A wounded citizen, Your Honor, for moments ago I was beset by Robin Hood and that fearsome Friar Tuck, friend, and 50 other bandits. I can only hold them off for 5 or 10 minutes before their sheer power overwhelmed me. Robin! You can take him, Robin. Well done, men! These toads will think twice about hopping through our forest again. Now, what of injuries?
A few minor scratches, none much more serious than your own.
Good. Tend to them and we'll be away.
Do you
When all
really,
is ready.
do you really think that you can get away with this?
Well, Sir Sheriff, doesn't look as though we're doing too badly now, does it?
Allow me to introduce myself. My friends call me Robin, but you can call me Sir.
Well, sir, if I am not in Brighton this night, an army will descend upon these woods and level them.
Oh my! Well, we certainly wouldn't want to see that happen. Blindfold them! I want to show them some real Sherwood hospitality. Back to camp! You should have seen me. I mean, luckily there were only 5. I was a little weak from the strain of my performance. I was the one who stopped them, you know.
Really? My heart is glad of your return, Robin. I was worried. I read the tarot cards and I thought...
All is well, Madrina, so fear not. Your concern and your herbs will heal all our wounds quickly.
But the cards are never wrong.
Well, it looks as though they were wrong this time.
And now, to see what we've inherited.
Hands off, you weasel! Oh, I'll lower his ears till his hat falls over his eyes. I'll thrash him till his mother wishes she'd born a sow instead of an asslet. Where is he? Which one of you beats on an innocent woman? One who's tied and gagged and can't fight back? Was it you, vile varlet? Robin, we're here. You would quickly learn of manners. His sword, the teacher, your backside, the student.
Oh, teach her a lesson, Robin, come on!
They called you Robin?
I have been called that. That is the name my mother gave her son. Or was it an asslet?
Robin.
The echo in these woods does me honor. You have me at a disadvantage, my lady, as I do not know your name. Was the question too difficult? Should the teacher rephrase the question?
You once called a girl Little Toad, and I cried for 3 days. Years later, you called me your sunlight because you said your day could never begin until you saw me.
Marion! Oh my gosh, Marion! I don't believe this. It's been so long. How did you get here? Where did you come from?
As soon as the ground stops spinning, I'll tell you all, Robin dear. I missed you so. I knew the bandit of Sherwood Forest they called Robin Hood must be you, my Robin. I had to try to find you.
Oh, and I'm glad that you did, Marion.
Well, now that I have found you, I'm afraid you're just stuck with me. I don't intend to return to the Queen's service.
But the life we lead here is very difficult. We're frequently changing camps. There's little in the way of comforts. Our trips to town are always in disguise. Marion, I can't tell you how difficult it would be. Why, the wife of a bandit? Especially this bandit, with a price on his head.
A wife, you say? Why, Robin, was that your way of proposing?
Oh, well, I mean, no. I mean, yes, of course it was. You don't think I'd let you get away again, do you? Now I found my love shining bright. Who will warm the darkness of night? For with you by my side, I'll be strong, I cry. And I love you until the day I die. So I'll keep my dreams and push them forward every day. Now I found the love I lost to be my wife. Now I've got that someone by my side, and all my goals are satisfied. For you are my meaning of life.
With a pretty name like Sophie getting trussed up like the side of a venison on the way to the market.
Oh, well, you may ask good friar, for I'll not forget this day. When we return to the palace and inform her majesty of the treatment that we received from that pipsqueak of a sheriff from Nottingham town, who will be seeing that he's been reduced to a stable cleaner for the Royal Mounted Guard. Let's see how he likes that duty. Instead of collecting taxes by the shovelful, he'll be shoveling.
Oh, Sophie! You're as fiery as your mistress! Palace, you say? Are you of the employ of Eleanor?
Well, yes, at least Mistress Marion had been. For the past 10 years, I have been her closest friend, companion, and confidant.
Oh, and it would seem that Robin and Marion have met before.
Oh, yes, yes. Not a day has gone by that I haven't heard the name of Robert Fitzooth. Oh, my Robin this and my Robin that. Seems the two were childhood lovers, and then Robin departed into the woods in search of justice, and Marion lost track of him. But she has kept a constant vigil by quizzing every single palace visitor for news of the bandit of Sherwood Forest. Well, finally, she could wait no longer, and she took to the woods in search of her love. Eleanor gave her leave to go, and we need to go after her.
And I'm glad she did. Well, for Robin and Marion's sake, of course.
Oh, my, Mr. Tuck, if I would have known these woods were full of such fine gentlemen, I would have encouraged her to go sooner. A lady who's traveling meets all kinds of men. Oh, I find them a vile lot, time and again.
Oh, wait, dear sweet lady, if that be but true, tell me, just what kind of man would appeal to you?
I like a man of a respectable kind, a man who tips his hat for ladies like me. I like a guy who will respect you till you die and shows you good old-fashioned chivalry.
I like a woman to be simple and sweet, a gal who blushes seeing men folk like me. I like a hen who softly coos and wiggles when you show her good old-fashioned chivalry.
I sing men treat ladies vile and rough.
Some gals I know do that too.
They just don't care if you are young or fair.
Oh, could you be talked about, dear sweet you?
I like my fella to be gentle and strong. A man who makes me feel how we need like you.
I like a honey who will never ask for money but loves good old-fashioned chivalry.
Thank you.
Oh, please, no pictures.
Good old-fashioned chivalry.
Good old-fashioned chivalry.
I've seen hollows dressed in bloomers and curls, lost themselves on a man. They won't respect you when the next day of the fun.
No, but he'll remember all the fun he had.
What?
No, wait a minute, I'm not like that at all. I'm too responsible to watch you like that. I want my mare to be improving and my care, believe me.
Can I believe all this you say?
I'll swear on Bibles all the day, just give me good old-fashioned chivalry.
Now listen, for I'll only say it once. You are to repeat what I tell you, word for word, to Prince John. If you do not, next time we meet, I will separate your head from your body and put it on display on feast day at Nottingham Square. Do I make myself clear? You have heard by now of the legend that the people call the White Arrow, that when it is found, freedom and justice will prevail once more. We're waiting for that arrow. We don't know what it is or where it will come from. But we wait and hope. The people are growing impatient with Black John. You, unjust taxes, cruel punishment, restricted forests, pestilence and plagues. The tinder is dry and ready. They only need the flint to set them off. So tell this to John. Richard is our king!
Yeah!
John, we merely tolerate till the lion-hearted reclaims his throne. If he pushes us any further, he may start the fires of discontent, and nothing will stop them. Tell that to John. You have saved your life, at least temporarily. Now go, before I change my mind. Madrina! Little Madrina!
When darkness falls, casting shadows dull and gray.
When life forgets I'm alive and looks away, we still have our dream. We've our dream and our prayer. We sing songs of hope and pray to end this despair.
Move the land in dark array. Move the land filled with dismay. We still have our dream. We've our dream and our prayer. We sing songs of hope and pray to end this despair. If we take in our share,
If our debts we can't repay,
I have to go, and then I hear the arrow shoot, and I'm like,
we've our dream and our prayer. We sing songs of hope and pray to end this despair. Lord, for days, if they take our share, we still have our dream. We've our dream and our prayer. We sing songs of hope and pray to end this
So now you've heard of Robin and his life in Sherwood, and indeed you know the story. However, the other half of my song tells of another legend, long heard in this land. It goes thus. When night is at its darkest hour and the bird's sweet song is failing, when the rain runs dry and the people cry from anguish unavailing, then listen for the freedom bells as they join the tiny sparrow, and hear the people sing, rejoice, we have seen the white arrow. Well, that's it. That's all we know of this ancient tale. We can only now wait and watch to see how our story unfolds. Continue the tale of Robin of Locksley and the mystical legend of the white arrow.
all right, ladies, we have little time. He will be finishing his verse soon, so quickly now. I should be able to see my reflection in this. Porter, ladies, Porter, put your back into it. You good? You two? Exquisite job.
Every day we do this. How dirty can it be? I mean, the dust doesn't even have time to settle, and here we are again.
Quiet. If old Berkshires will be back to town, and taxes, remember?
But if once, just once, we could trade places and have them wait on us. I mean, like, I need to see my reflection in that.
Ladies, please finish up.
Dusting and cleaning, mopping and sweeping. My, what a boring world.
It's true, but what can you do if you are a servant struggling for what you've got?
I know a way to rid all this boredom, at least for a little while.
Please tell us, what can we do to make work appealing and maybe gain a smile?
Brighten your day Life is a dungeon without a key. If you can't let loose and crawl, brighten your day with a joke and a tune. Don't think of things that you hate. So while we are standing here all alone, let's celebrate, celebrate, celebrate.
Brighten your day with a laugh and a song.
That's it, lady.
And forget all your woes. Life is a dungeon without a key. If you can't let loose and grow.
Brighten your day with a joke and a tune. Don't let the glooms overtake. So while we are standing here all alone, let's celebrate, celebrate, celebrate.
Don't you think you'd better quiet down? If we're large and here we're short, we'll get crowd.
Oh, forget about him, we'll get his work done. But we deserve some time to have some fun.
Brighten your day with a laugh and a song.
Line up, girl.
Feel the music so sweet.
Good job, lady.
I should be stopping you here and now, but I can't help moving my feet.
Brighten your day as we dance all around, even if life gets irate.
If we're all in here all alone, let's celebrate, celebrate, celebrate.
I still don't think you should be doing this.
Cleaning can't be fun.
Listen, sisters, there's one thing I know. Throughout the years, our workload here may grow. But remember all the fun we've had today.
If we do, then all our work will seem like play. So brighten your day as we dance in a line. Kick up and let loose and fly. Beating the doldrums is easy now, since we all gave it a try. So brighten our day with a laugh and a song. Happiness will be our fate. And while we're in here all alone, celebrate, celebrate, celebrate.
What is this? Again!
I'm so sorry.
God, it's cold! Put another log on the fire and have that boy bring in several more. I'll not freeze in my own bed tonight.
Yes, sir. At once.
Enter!
The Sheriff of Nottingham, sir.
Your servant, sir. My lord, I hoped I might have an opportunity to explain a little upset and Brighton. The matter I personally settled at some risk to life and limb, I might add.
Tut tut, that's enough, Sir Sheriff. That is not the reason for this meeting. I read with interest the report of the attack upon your party by those bandits of
Yes.
Sherwood Forest.
Yes, sir, and a battle it was. We were hopelessly outnumbered. And I tackled their leader and had him nearly subdued when my sword broke. And that was that.
I'm sure you defended yourself well. Sheriff, you are in touch with the masses. What do they say about this Robin Hood?
They revere him, sir. They look to him as a savior. And they also tell the story of a white arrow that will foretell the arrival of changes. But no one knows from where this arrow will come. But they firmly believe in its power.
Never have I seen a white arrow before. The gray goose shoots straight and true. I know not of another.
Nor I. Which is why I would recommend we do not concern ourselves with it, but rather with Robin Hood, who is the real threat.
My thinking exactly, and so my purpose for calling you here. Enter. Oh.
Oh.
My patience is worn thin with this strutting peacock. I am a mind to pluck his feathers before he stirs the rabble into full-blown revolt, and I think I know of a way to do it neatly. What do you say to a royal contest? A feast day that will bring together the best bowmen in the kingdom. And the prize? The prize to be awarded to the best marksman. An arrow as white as a dove's wing. Now, that should bring our feather friend to us on the earliest morning breeze. He won't be able to resist the temptation of trying to win the symbol spoken of in his legend. Well, Sheriff?
Brilliant, sir. And we'll have him the moment his bow stops. We'll retire the legend and Robin Hood in one brilliant move. My congratulations, sir.
How could I ever have let this non-entity threaten my kingdom with thoughts of his purity? How could I let him get this far? Well, now it will end. How could this bandit, this Saxon evade us, escape all our forces, defeat and berate us? Oh, how could I let him get this far? Well, now it will end.
Look ahead, there's a new land, a land you will rule supremely. A new land, an England that bows only to you. A new land, forgotten of Richard completely. A new land, where crowds will love all that you do. Oh,
how could we ever have let this non-entity threaten the kingdom with thoughts of his purity? How could we let him get this far? Well, now it will end. How could this bandit, this Saxon evade us, escape all our forces, defeat and berate us? Oh, how could we let him get this far? Well, now it will end. I look now to a new land, a land where the dream is for my sake.
Yes, my liege.
A new land, a land filled with anything I want.
And everything.
A new land, in England where I give and I take. A new land where kinsmen will hold me in awe. Oh.
They must never know of our plans for him. If they ever know of our plans for him, he will never arrive and the battle is lost.
But if we are still and are not found out, that's why Darrow will be his final bout. Yes, the symbol he seeks will lead his albatross. Then we'll start up a new land, a land where the dreams are for our sake. How I long for
a new land, a land filled with anything we want. What I do for a new land,
and England where we give and we take. I'll be king of a new land, where kinsmen will hold us in awe. Oh, how could we ever have let this non-entity threaten the kingdom with thoughts of his purity? How could we let him get this far? Well, now it will end. How could this bandit, this Saxon evade us, escape all our forces, defeat and berate us? Oh, how could we let him get this far? Well, now it will end. Oh, yes, it will end. Oh, yes, it will end. Let our new land begin.
him on long walks and teach him the fine art of precision archery.
You ninny tuck, you're going to ruin that boy. He's going to be an artist, a singer, a balladeer, a poet.
Come on, Little John. We must hurry before nightfall. We'll take the old Brighton Road past Sherwood, and from there it's only a few hours to the mill.
You better treat me right, Mighty Midge, if you expect me to bring back one of those heavy flour sacks.
Don't worry about it. I carried one myself here when I first joined this lot, remember? Besides, you should be able to carry two with ease.
Two? Why bring back so much?
Well, we'll soon have a new mouth to feed, and I intend to have flour on hand for daily loaves of fresh bread, biscuits, fruit pies.
Hold on. Aren't new babies supposed to feed on mother's milk, the occasional apple, and every once in a while a small chicken leg, provided it's not too greasy?
Little John, this is Robin's son.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess you're right.
Oh, Robin, you just missed John and Midge. They're on the way to the mill for more flour. Oh, Miss Miriam, I must insist you do not overdo.
If you treat me like a China doll, then surely I will bring Tuck. These months since you've married us have been the happiest of my life, and, in fact, the most productive.
Aye, and born of that shall be a son to carry the name Robert of Locksley, the Earl of Huntington. Just as soon as Bridger returns.
Have you ever stopped to consider, dear father, that perhaps, by some chance, by some coincidence, that the good Lord may have not listened to your prayers, and instead of sending a boy child, a girl?
What? Oh, no.
Dear man, but still only a man.
Oh, well, I hope being only a man is good enough for my sweet wife.
For every woman so blessed.
I've been traveling and I've been lonely, longing for a maiden's glove. Then I saw you standing in the forest, and I knew it's who I'd always love.
I've been wandering around this forest, searching for a man I'd known. Then I saw you standing proud before me, and I knew my love I'd finally found.
Now you give my life a meaning. You make it feel like springtime. You bring my soul alive. And I'll give you love and pleasure. Love that will last forever. Love that will never die.
So as we go through this life together,
there's one thing we will always know,
that our lives will be filled with joy and splendor, for we know our love
will
always grow. You speak of the future as if you knew it, yet your heart is heavy.
I could fool everyone, but you.
You are impatient for the arrival of the White Arrow and for the fulfillment of its promise.
Exactly.
The people are calling you, the light in the forest. Be of courage. The answer is near.
Now you give my life a meaning. You make it feel like springtime. You bring my soul alive. And I'll give you love and pleasure. Love that will last forever. Love that will never die. So as we go through this life together, there's one thing we will always know, that our lives will be filled with joy and splendor, for we know our love will always grow. Our love will grow. I love you.
Listen to the mention I found in the forest. He has important information.
Prince John and the sheriff. Oh, you mustn't go. It would surely be death.
Slow down, friend, and then tell us what you've learned.
Here, drink this.
Midge, go check the lookouts. Make sure that he wasn't followed. Now, what news of the palace, Tom?
My lord, Prince John and the Sheriff of Nottingham are plotting to capture you. They've announced an archery contest hoping to lure you into their hands.
Robin will show him how to shoot.
But that's not all. The prize, sir. The prize to be won is a white arrow. Don't go. Please don't go.
The light in the forest must not be afraid to shine across the land. You said the answer was near.
Come along, join the feast day. Now is the time for play. Come along, join the song, fa la la la. It's a lovely new feast day.
Fill up your glass, it's feast day. Drink all the ale you may. Eat your fill, drink until fa la la la. It's a lovely new feast day.
Here we feast with friend and foe. Could be a king, I do not know. But we were best, we're all the same. I cannot begin to guess your name. Everyone smiles, feast day. Like a cool hooray. Like some sing along, fa la la la. It's a lovely new feast day. Finally it's here, feast day. Hadn't been dark and gray. Now we're here once a year. Follow this glorious new feast day. Everyone smile, it's feast day. Laugh, cool, cool, hooray! Let's all sing along, follow. It's a glorious new feast day.
By royal order, let the contest resume. 4 finalists will determine who is the best marksman in all of England. And to the winner, I remind you again, goes this magnificent arrow made of the finest Italian marble. Now, let the contest resume. My lord, it won't be long now till that rabble-rouser is in our hands. I'm certain he's one of the finalists.
Well done, Sir Sheriff. Your loyalty to the crown is well documented, and if this assignment is successful, you may expect my gratitude. Shall we say, Commander of the Royal Guard?
Your generosity is matched only by your sagacity, sir.
But exactly how will you know we have the right one?
A simple process of logic, my liege. It is well known that this Robin Hood is a master bowman. Indeed, some say the deadliest shot in the kingdom. He surely stands at the mark as we speak. Now, when the contestants are down to 2 finalists, my men will move in and arrest them. Robin's men, who are undoubtedly present, will be compelled to rise to his defense, thus conveniently identifying him.
Maybe Court Wizard would be a better position for you.
I have a score to settle, my lord.
Yeah. 2 finalists, sir. Archers, you may retrieve your arrows. All is in readiness, sir.
I'm surprised at the ease with which my trap was sprung.
Perhaps you're none too worthy an opponent after all, sir.
I rule supremely in England, and you will soon learn the truth of that.
You will stand judgment for Mick's death.
I will be judged by no man. Richard is effectively out of the way, and no highwayman shall stand on my road.
He will return soon, and then we'll see who the people follow.
silence his mouth.
No, no, Sheriff. I'll not have the memory of a martyr to deal with. No. Instead, tie him up and leave him under guard. I'll find how best to handle him.
It shall be done.
When darkness falls, casting shadows dull and gray, when life forgets I'm alive and looks away, we still have our dream, we've our dream and our prayer. We sing songs of hope and pray to end this
And the sheriff said he was going to do this at morning's first light. He has them tied up at the square under heavy guard.
You said that Midge was killed.
Poor Midge. He always wanted to contribute to our cause, just didn't seem to know how.
We'll make them pay for that.
Yes, but first a plan. We must retrieve Robin, then a visit shall be paid to Black John.
Indeed, a plan. They're under heavy guard, you say?
The guards will be supping this evening. Tom, could you lead me to the kitchen for the Royal Guard?
Yes, sir. I know it well. I keep it stocked with firewood.
Go ask the gypsy woman to join us. If we can neutralize the guards for just long enough.
What have you in mind, Big John?
You'll see, Tuck. And our gypsy friend may just have the key. Can you mix up a potion long enough that... Can you mix up a potion that will still the guards long enough for us to retrieve Robin and Will?
Yes, but it will take time.
Time we don't have! Hasten, for Robin's life depends on it. The rest of you, head quietly to the area near the square. Tom and I will go with the gypsies to the kitchen and help add some spice to the guards' meal. You move in when I call.
Stay safe, Big John. And remember, this one's for Robin.
Walk in his footsteps, friend. We'll save you a guard or two for dessert.
Is there anything we can do to help John?
Miss Mary, we face a hard, fast ride. It's best you stay here and ready the camp in case we must leave for a new location.
All will be ready. Godspeed, John.
Is the baby coming?
Oh, I need my love shining bright, who will warm the darkness of night. For with you by my side, I'll be strong. Oh.
The sky is dark and clouds fill the air, and the sun fails to shine all the day. Tell yourself it's all right, that you're always in his sight. Though it rains, the sun will shine again and again. When the wind whips the trees till only wind is heard, and the birds quit the sky by and by. Don't regret, don't despair, for he'll always hear your prayer. When you're held in his hands, you'll never die. You'll never die. He gives my life so much meaning and such hope, and he shows me the way through the storm. So lift up your head find a new day dawning, full of hope
And joy.
and love. So when skies are dark and clouds fill the air, and the sun fails to shine all the day, tell yourself it's alright, that you're always in his sight, and just look to the rainbow of his love. His love. His love.
Look alive now. If you're caught dozing, Prince John will cut your ears off and feed him to the hogs. This prisoner is important to him.
Dozing. You know how hungry I am. What time is it?
Time for you to think less of supper and more of guarding this prisoner. Apparently, he is very popular with the Saxtons, and someone might be crazy enough to try and free him. So stay sharp.
I can guard him just as well on a full stomach than an empty one.
Halt! Who goes there?
It's quite all right, sir. My cousin told me to bring you supper. Sweet venison and a tankard for each.
Ah, at last!
John! Harry up! Away from him! He doesn't need any food.
Ill, sir?
Yes, lad. Keep pouring it over, not only stuff it overflows and fills your shoes.
We'll be back for the plates later, my lord.
I've always said that Sherwood deer was the tenderest in the district.
Hey, tender it is, but this one has a odd, spicy taste.
Well, a swig of this ale will cool your mouth. Say, not gonna finish that leg, are you?
No, here. Oh. I'm sorry. Do you feel hot?
Won't get not what not, my mother's always told me. Hey, you better not be sleeping on the job. Imagine that.
We've come for the plates, my lord.
Oh! Oh, yes. Of course. I guess we're done.
Someone remind me never to anger that gypsy woman.
Well done, John.
John!
Little Tom got caught in the middle of...
It's fine. Robin, dear.
Don't let it appear. Promise me. This struggle must go on until Richard returns. The message. Take the message to the people. They have the power. They just don't know it yet.
No. I promise. Your message will go out to the people. Your son and I will deliver it.
Son?
I love you.
He is the white arrow. Now I know.
No. You both are the white arrow.
I love you, my sunlight.
Love you give my life a meaning. You make it feel like springtime. You bring my soul alive. And I'll give you love and pleasure. Love that will last forever. Love that will never
love will grow. I love you so.
Let freedom bells ring out through the land. Let them ring and sing a farewell, for this is the tale of Robin of Locksley and the wonderful legend of the White Arrow.
So when skies are dark and clouds fill the air and the sun fails to shine all the day, tell yourself it's alright. You are standing in His sight. So remember the rainbow is laughing, bells ring out. Look to the rainbow of His love, His